Welcome, everyone, to Lubbock, Texas, and Jones AT&T Stadium, home to the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And this crowd, as always, will be rowdy because they've been gearing up since early this morning. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Texas Tech's offense will get the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollock.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
The Red Raiders want to move quickly.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, fine. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponents. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The Longhorns offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Slings it downfield. It's caught. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Off play action. It's complete to the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Now on 2nd down. Power football with the run. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
He's got his man. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. On the set. The give to the single back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And here comes the offense on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
Let it bust for a long, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Zings it complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And the returner will be dragged down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. Lowers those pads. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Makes the grab. They get him down after he makes the catch. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Setting up the screen. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? Come on, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The play-action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Stone. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll try it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Defense in press coverage. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Got his man downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on 1st down. He's right on target. They keep attacking through the air. He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Red. Once he got loose, it was all over.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Texas offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Tipped at the line, and it's intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got him at the 15-yard line.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. He'll throw one to his right. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot. The flag is down. Let's check the call. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
It's a gut punch if you're the defense right there, because on that 3rd down, you just got to make one play and give yourself a chance to get off the field. But you let the quarterback get out the back door. He's able to extend the play and go pick it up with his legs.
Makes the grab. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On second down, wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Over the top of the D. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got it. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the 2nd half. Fair catch called for and made. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. The Longhorns will have a 1st down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
You know, you kind of get stuck in no man's land once you get across that 50-yard line where it might be a long field goal, which isn't really high percentage. Or do I go for it on 4th down? I like to go for it, personally. I like the aggressiveness. They go for it, and they get the big 1st down.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run play action. He slings it deep to the left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. On target. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper. But
time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires downfield. And
towards the tight end.
up on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Herrera. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. DB's right up on the receivers. Now the play fake. He's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Got it set up on the outside. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1 on the play. Third down coming up.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. They want to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Coming after it. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing. They're going to get him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Dances away. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get down the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown.
He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Bunch formation for these receivers. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They're trying to get to him. Got his man on the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Third and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll call for the fair catch here. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They move the tight end all over. On second down, he'll fire. Quarterback extends the play. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was. He's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this first down, I'm going to take care of myself, too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. A little baseball slide action. We got a fresh set of downs.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. One more quarter to play. It might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. He wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
He's got it. Two-pointer is good, and now it's a one-score game here deep in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Texas, 15.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This offense has a second down play.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
It's complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense looks as if it's coming. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They want to just keep throwing it. Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of getting UGA the rest of the day off. They're up by 31 over Florida. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Off to the races to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas!
Number 11.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. They'll go to the air. On the run, still looking. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they're down by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
30. Texas. 23.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. And the Red Raiders in the hurry up. Third down play from the gun. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Leaves it with the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Makes his connection. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it will be a 60-yard attempt. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the left side. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The give to the lone running back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that, too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going for it on 4th down.
And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. That was fun, and it was big.